Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and today we're going to dive into your money, success, career, material stuff reading for this month. I already see a heart shape forming here. I know it's closing up, meaning purity of heart. I feel like if you have something pure in your heart, it is going to actually come forward real quickly. The things are going to come together real quickly. By the way, if you haven't already, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe. And if you'd like to inquire about private readings, I have my email in the description box below. And I'm going to add it right here on the corner so you can send me an email. What else we have here? I see a baby's face right there. Look at the baby. The baby has a shield. I think this is a shield above its head. And it's just maybe taking a peek to the outside world. I feel like here maybe you have been in the certain space for so long. And now when you open up the shield and you take a peek outside, you feel like a baby. You're maybe brand new. Maybe you have been working in the same place for a long time, or maybe you have been retired. But it seems like here the shield might have protected you from outside storms so far, but now when you're taking it off, it can also create a little tension and fear. I feel that actually there is someone laying down here. Kind of reminds me of the Four of Swords, the warrior, the knight laying down, taking a rest, and you're also your one eye is actually staring at this knight, okay? The Swords energy can be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, or it can be like an intellectual situation that you are laying down and to rest for a couple minutes maybe. So that you can get the clarity of the mind while you're looking for other opportunities, fresh new opportunities. We're going to divide the cup into four. So this is the first week's energy right there. And I see that when you start to open yourself up, you can see there's a tears of joy actually coming from up top. That shield becoming kind of like a pacifier in the baby's mouth. It seems like here's something soothing. It might not be a long-term remedy, but if you need immediate solutions, this can be your immediate solution coming to you, appearing for you, okay? I see a number 8 here. Number 8 can symbolize material satisfaction. So in the small scale, and there's a fairy right above that, okay? The fairy dust actually can help you fly. Flying can be actually thinking outside your comfort zone, or maybe even taking a peek at the things that you would love to have in your life. But there's still a wall between you and the clarity and the sunshine. So I'm not saying this is going to take forever, but it might actually, your awakening might take a while. We have here some good news unexpectedly might be coming from outside source. There's a tears of joy right here. Like there's a tear right here, but it's a light color, so I feel like it can be something joyful. And it can be something in the sense of that is going to give you the hope to remove the shield in front of your face, okay? That you have been kept so far. Second week, I see someone here, strange character, tall, kind of reminds me of the Egyptian hieroglyphs, holding a staff of a snake. And there's a fish right next to him. Fish can indicate material satisfaction, money, opportunity. This can be used standing tall with the staff of Hermes. The snake can be, because it's like shaping like a V when I put it down. A staff can symbolize a new passion, a new endeavor. And I feel like if you can pursue, if you have willingness to pursue that, this might also have a healing experience for you. How come healing? Because the snake is a symbol of actually shedding the old skin, transformation, and also we see it, yes, in the staff of Hermes and the two DNA strands wrapping around each other. I think it's also the symbol of medicine right now in the world. So I feel this is like either the passion is the healing experience, or healing experience is going to bring some passion to you. Even though we're looking at the material things, I feel like our physical body is also a material entity. So if you have anything in your physical body maybe the ailment, the remedy, or maybe mental, remedy is going to really help you connect with that source. The source is like very connected to your sacral chakra, guys. We have root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus, which is the belly button, and then it goes up from there. Sacral is where your reproductive organs are, where your creativity center is. And if you have any blockages there, it becomes really hard for us to connect with those creative ideas that can bring abundance into our lives. And it seems like there's a healing happening there. And I feel like that's not only that, you're actively searching for the healing. That's what the staff, you're holding the staff means here. And I see behind you, there's an eagle actually showing up. This kind of looks like a snake opening its mouth as well. If we cover the chin, I see the eagle's face. Both ways, you see the wing. It's a massive wing here. This can symbolize, I want to say surrender, but that's not what it means. It means freedom, being sovereign. And I see there are phone lines forming here. So you might be negotiating about this freedom. Okay. Maybe there's still some time for you to reach that. And I see there's also, you can see right there, a vulture appearing. Vulture I don't know if you can see that right there. Vulture is also symbolization of something coming to an end. And animals do not really carry any negative meaning. Most of the time, they can symbolize when the new thing comes in. I feel like for you, the new freedom opportunity comes in, that you're going to walk away from something or let something die. Maybe you have been keeping alive because, because you were dependent on this thing, okay? This can be or a person or a relationship that you try to keep alive because maybe you felt like some sort of a codependency. And that's why when the independence comes in, codependency goes out. I see someone here is smiling, kind of looks like a lion's face. We are in the lion, we're stepping into the lion's era, Leo timeline. Also, we have 8-8 portal, okay? And does it make it 8-8? No. 8-8-8 doesn't make it. It's 8-8-10, actually, because we're in 2026. So either way, this is actually symbolizing a very powerful era because it's just an opening portal. When you set intentions, they can come to life rather quickly. So have the intention of not like, that's why everybody who's a manifestation guru advises, do not manifest a specific amount of number. Manifest constant flow of money, okay? That's why I feel like Lion's energy coming here to remind you that this is the second week. Yes, end of the second week, it seems like. So you might really start to see the lion forming here. And that kind of reminds me, when I first established this channel, it's the August 14th. I look at the date. I didn't have any kind of intentions. I didn't know 8-8 portal, but I had like to be a YouTuber, for example. That was my intention. My intention was to really, connect with people. I have this skill. This is like a family tradition, and I want to put it out there. My paintings as well, but I never get the chance to do that. And also I want to help myself as well. Through that, I'm healing too. So I had the intention in August, okay? Maybe on the 8th, I don't even know. And then on the 14th, I created this channel, I posted a video, and I got so many good comments, and I kept going from then on. So that's why I feel here there is actually something really precious happening for you here too. And if you can channel that energy, I see like a trident of the Poseidon. Some of you might even come up with something really powerful. Forming right behind it, we have a tree of life growing. I see here can of water. Just, you're pouring onto it. You can see the women right there. That's the Empress energy that you're watering this tree basically to grow and become something massive for yourself, okay? So I see a horse head here. So that's why I feel like the results might actually come in as a feedback. Like it happened to me back in the day. First, it started as a feedback and approval, and I started to understand, oh, this is something people enjoy, because I thought I was the only one who enjoys this kind of things. So that's why maybe what you're doing, the gift you have is something that other people can enjoy as well. It doesn't have to be specifically doing social media. You might, not everybody is the same. That's why we're all special. That's why I feel like maybe you're doing something, presenting something. I kind of see a star here. Star means like true north, your authentic self. What is your skill? Maybe that's what you're putting out there. And the end of the month, I see a home appearing here. Another home, there are elephants coming inside of the home. This can be even looking like a ship too. Kind of looks like a Viking ship. And Viking ship leading you to home, and then the home is being filled with elephants. Elephants, I don't know if you know those little symbols from small to big, they go, it's just little sculptures of elephants. They actually symbolize at home. There's a great gift, by the way, for attracting a lot of abundance into your life. So I see that this might come into your home as a gift, or this elephant might represent that gradually your home is being filled with a lot of abundance. Okay, let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I saw number 7, the horse head right here. Kind of looks like a little bit a skinny, ancient, kind of like a horse. And there's a tears of joy here. There's 2 good news, 3 good news coming. One is coming from maybe work or government or something that is outside your home. The 2 others coming from home and that is close to your heart. The horse kind of reminds me of the horse of Troy, but it doesn't have the body here. Does it have a king in there? It does have a king in there. Actually, I think they found archaeological remnants of that horse. So it was believed that it was an epic, but then they found it. Actually, they found it in Turkey. Today's Turkey. So I feel like here, and there's now a movie talking about that war, maybe just a piece of it. This horse can be a Trojan horse, okay, that you should pay attention to. But horses, mostly in this kind of readings, they represent wish fulfillment, but it doesn't have the body. So, but there's another one, small one here, that is attached to the clear body. So I feel like here, you're actually a lot of energy coming to me through the screen, basically. A lot of you might have a lot of enthusiasm to create something amazing. But the thing is, if you have been actually nurturing the small horse, you can see the eagle again here, guys, like a silhouette of it. The small horse might be maybe too small for you and you want to play big. I feel like though that big horse might be the Trojan horse. That's why you should just start gradually, and maybe without checking inside of the horse, you shouldn't allow that back into your fortress, okay? Because if you know the story, you would know what the victorious one is gonna be. Agamemnon, actually, he defeated the Trua. I don't know what we call it, Trua, guys. I don't know what the American version of that civilization, but they got destroyed by Agamemnon. So that's why I feel like here something exciting coming in, but approaching this gradually, growing with this thing gradually is going to be the key. Do not jump into just allow the big horse to come in and just, destroy your system, okay? I say here, King of Cups, this you want to jump right out. This is your energy. It seems like King of Cups is someone gentle, loving, and I want to say superior this time, because this is like a sea dragon here you're showing up as. This is your authoritative self, and it seems like you need to really set down the ground rules to the ones that are around you. Some of you might actually handle a lot of big amounts of money, and that when you do that, what happens, you need to be gentle, okay? But I feel like you have a gentle nature already that can be misunderstood. That's why you need to also show that you're strong enough to defeat the beast as well. This doesn't have to be masculine energy, male energy. This is masculine energy. This means I feel like you need to really draw the line to some and tell them that you know what you're doing if you do. And if you don't, strength is what you're going through right now. The trials and tribulations is there for you to become aware. The Trojan horse. Again, Seven of Swords. Kind of sneaky. Reminds me of that. Maybe they could have actually just used that as a symbol here too. This symbolizes that, okay, in this card, we see both sides of the story. There's a villain wants to take this wolf down. And what the wolf does is he steals the knives away, so he saves his life. However, if the wolf attacks afterwards, then it becomes an unfair battle. That's why I feel like here something might be happening in a sneaky way. That's why you need to gather strength, or if you have it already, you need to show it. You need to make it known that you are really capable of managing things. Another thing here is if you are dealing with someone, we can reverse the roles here. If you're dealing with someone who's like ready to attack you, maybe instead of just going down and attacking them, you need to change strategies and take their weapons away, which is going to be your solution here. White horse again. Knight of Swords is fast results, news coming forward, fast solutions appearing that you are, maybe if you need finalizing something, that's going to be final. Either way, it's going to actually end up in a very positive way, even if this is something sneaky behind you or you need to be the stealthy one. Either way, the things are actually going to start moving really fast. Four of Pentacles tells me during this month, how you're handling money is going to be really important. Four of Pentacles have this vibe for me. When I look at it, originally we see in the tarot this man stepping on two pentacles, hugging one too tightly and showing off another one. Meaning disrespecting two of them, hugging one too much, maybe doesn't really have that many value. And displaying one of them, anyone can take it in that case as well. So here, oh wow, vultures right there as well. You might become a target to the vulture if you do that. Okay, I see in this epic though, this she's being protected by the vulture. We'll look at the story here too. Let's see. We have Condor's wife. This is from Peru, Aymara folktale. And she is, what is she doing? Condor covets his wife who does not like his lifestyle or living with him. He recognizes her unhappiness, but it's unwilling to make changes or set her free. Basically, it's the same thing. She's like under pressure, basically. Maybe you're not really managing money situations. It doesn't have to be money. Maybe situations. Well, it requires reconsideration, okay? This doesn't mean hold on too tightly or spend too lightly. It doesn't mean any of that. It just is a personal situation that you need to reconsider. We have two coins here. This means that maybe you are actually putting too much pressure on yourself. Try to make the ends meet, or if you're working so hard to achieve your financial goals or thinking too much. But Two of Pentacles is about also the grounding energy. So the things that you're doing about it, you need to give it a break, or you need to balance, because you see that these Two Pentacles are losing its balance. Like she's losing her balance. She's carrying the bear. And she's carrying the child. Okay, this is a little weird too. So the bear has child's legs. That's why I was like, what's going on here? Either way, one is the task, the other one is the home maybe. You need to bring it a balance. How you can do that, as Six of Cups wanted to give you an idea, which means maybe something you always wanted to do, a dream that you have, maybe a childhood dream. It doesn't have to be in a massive scale, but in a small scale, you might start to pursue this thing, okay? Three of Pentacles here also suggests that if you can get help, if you can find those who are compatible and help you with the endeavors in your hand, can be family or can be expertise. Like if you're, for example, if you're building something, instead of just trying to maybe take down the wall by yourself, getting an expert, maybe, who knows? Because I remember a roommate actually wanted to put up a shelf for me one day, and then he just blew up one of the water pipes in the wall, on the wall, and then I had to call the landlord and stuff, deal with that. So that's why that was much more expensive than putting up a shelf, getting like someone to put it up for me. It cost me exactly the same amount, I guess. So that's why Get some people who can actually help you with your endeavors. And I'm going to pull an archetype. This is maybe someone that you should be looking out for, or something that you should pay attention to when it comes to fault line. This is cracking, guys. Something is cracking open during this next 4 weeks, this month. These are the events. Okay. That's an event archetype. And I just read it recently. Okay, what it says here is this card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot right there. And it's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There's no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. So basically, that's how the archetype is actually going to affect you. I feel like here there's something breaking open. This kind of looks like ice is cracking. And this means that you need to change the way you're doing things. And for example, she actually said, the writer here, there is an art form in Japanese kintsugi pottery. And when something cracks, they use gold demanded and create something different out of it. So if something is cracking and you cannot maintain it anymore, there's a better solution coming. And like the gold, then you turn it into an artwork. But you might need help, so utilize it and also embrace it. Do not fight with the change, because fighting with the change is harder than letting yourself to the flow. Actually, I pulled myself a card the other day, and it says, like, I said, what should I be in order to evolve? It said, be like river comport for me, like flow like the river. Okay, and that will get you to where you need to go faster. And under the ice, yes, there's water flowing. What else we have? Wide open. It's important to be wide open to the new things coming, because there's a golden palace waiting for you. Another thing with the golden palace's energy, this is actually your mind palace. Whatever is in your mind that is actually hidden there as a knowledge, information, intuitive guidance, that's probably pulling you towards a certain direction. And if you can pay attention to those signs, that will get you to where you need to go faster. Okay, guys? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add more videos on the screen. Go ahead, click on them. And if you haven't already, give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit subscribe. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.